What's up, guys? Eisenheim here. Okay, so this is my second attempt after I think my last video. Um, so I did the manual recalibration on my last video. So it's 3 degree right, okay, and then I sway the device to the left, giving me a more likely a 2 degree right. So 1 degree. Okay. So I changed it by 1 degree. So it made just that's 1 degree difference made my car right bias or hug the right line. Okay. Just 1 degree. Um why 1 degree? It's due to the fact that uh the the code will detect if you it detects the placement of your device. So I'm pretty sure it's not 1 degree the difference, probably 2 or 3 degrees. Then it will prompt a remounting message. Okay, again, I don't do code, so I don't know. Actually, you know what, if someone who knows the code can point me where the detection thing is, what prompts the that line of code, what prompts the remounting message every time your device gets off position from the original position that it calibrated to, it will sense it. So, but I'm pretty sure 1 degree, it will not um it will not invoke the message. Okay, that's why I'm doing this video. So it's a 1 degree difference. So 1 degree difference can move your car to the right. Okay, I disengage because this car is too slow. Okay. Okay, one of the quirk of doing this, okay, is before I explain, there's gonna be a an off ramp here. Okay. Before this, there's no off ramp diving. Okay, there's no off ramp diving, but with the intentional right bias, see, look, there you go. So it tends to follow the car. So as I say, playing with the camera offset, this is the same thing as the camera offset in Sunny Pilot. You're playing with the camera offset. Basically, the camera offset is the default is 0.04 meters, which is 4 centimeters. That's the default. So if you add more value, let's say, so what I do is to get my off center, when I used to do Sunny Pilot, to get my off center placement. So from point 0.04, I increase it to point 0.14 or point 1, no, point 0.9, something like that, to get my off, 0.09 or point 0.10, to get my off center. Okay, so it's the same thing as this one. Camera offset via code, and this one changing the quote unquote camera offset mechanically. So it's the same, saying it's the same thing. So you will get a same result. If you put too much camera offset via code, you will get exit diving. So, and it's for you to find out. Okay, if you're a Sunny Pilot user. Okay, but for this, I know now at 1 degree change, you will exit dive. Okay, so now here's the 2 lane road. It's curvy. So this is just a demonstration of the yellow, so you can see how far it is from the yellow line. Okay, so this is the point of my experiment, is if you live in a rural area where there's a lot of roads like this. Okay, so you're gonna have plenty of space from the yellow line. Okay, this is the point of the experiment. Okay, Um, Again, the position of your car depends on the width of the road. If it's wide, you tend to um, right bias. If it's narrow, you tend to right hug. Okay. Um, so yeah. So from what I noticed from the experiment is the exit diving. Okay. So you're gonna have exit diving. So please be aware. Okay. Especially if you're high speed. Okay. You're gonna have exit diving. Okay. So please please keep that in mind. Okay. Let me see here. So this is a narrow road. So you're gonna see a right hug. Up ahead will be a curve, and I'm happy to demonstrate my nudge and how my steering wheel locks after a nudge. Again, I increased the steer ratio from 16 to 19. I lock it at 19. And here's I'm nudging the steering wheel just to keep up with traffic. This is a 30 mile per hour road. So here I'm gonna nudge just to keep up because I'm gonna get a low torque message here if I don't. See, nudge one, nudge. Okay, at 30 miles per hour with my Accord, nudge. Okay, nudge. Keeping up with the traffic, nudge, nudge, and then one last nudge. Okay, I rather do nudges than get a low torque message at the 30 mile per hour. If I'm keeping up with the traffic, because I can slow it to 25, but there's a car behind me. I think with 25 I can get away with it, no problem. But anyway, I rather do nudges than get a low torque message, and I'm still gonna get a dopamine with it. I'm still gonna have fun with it. Okay, here park vehicles. I can tell the difference between before my Lego hack and this one. I can tell that I'm closer to the park vehicles. So the intentional right bias hack, it's working. I can tell the difference. Okay, just feel wise. Okay. Um. So another benefit of the right bias is it seems that my left curve, okay, is better. Okay, both curves are better, are good, are great, but it makes it better. Okay, on my left curve. Okay, so I can push it as much as I want, you know, and I will not get a low torque message. Okay. So over here, so this is a curvy road here. So I'm gonna try to push it. Okay. Go with the flow of traffic. Keep up with that car ahead. So I'm gonna push it. Okay. I'm gonna push it. I can tell. I can tell it's aggressive on my left, and it's very good. I can tell. So that's why I'm pushing it. If not, I cannot push it. Now, see, I'm pushing it. I'm gonna push it more here because I know I can feel the car is confident, it's planted, and it's aggressive. Okay, see, I'm pushing it. Okay, this is for an Accord, guys. This is an Accord. Um, Here, this segment is there's a lot of shadows. I'm aware. Be wary of shadows. So this is the first time I'm gonna test with shadows. So I'm kind of like, you know what? It's gonna suck. I'm pretty sure it's gonna suck with that shadows ahead like this. But lo and behold, it's not bad. The feeling is not bad. See the lines there on the UI. It's solid and it's not that wiggly compared because shadows will give you a wiggly line. Um, you know what I'm saying? If you've been a long time testers, you know how shadows affect the model. They don't like a lot of model doesn't like shadows. Okay, same thing with inclement weathers. This one, just to be transparent, I posted video. It's having a hard time and inclement weather. At least um it keep my car centered. Okay. During inclement weather, during a rainstorm or whatever, it's highly advised uh not to use ADAS. Okay. Because you don't know how it's gonna behave. With the clairvoyant, because there was a few storm in the Bay Area, it was surprisingly aided my driving, actually. And I'm not even fighting with the steering wheel. Okay, during the rain and everything, there's no fighting. It's wiggling, you know what I'm saying, but it centers my car. Okay, so you can tell. You can tell if like we've tested a lot of models. There are models that are really bad to the point that you're gonna fight with the steering wheel. That's how bad a model is. You're gonna fight with this in the steering wheel to the point that you have no choice but to disengage open pilot. Okay, so that's one way. Okay, of finding out how good the model is. If the steering wheel is fluid and you can even tell the difference that open pilot, you know, with your hands on the wheel, if you want to take over, like you want to take over, if you don't feel the difference, like you don't feel like open pilot is engaged at all, as if, you know what I'm saying, that means the model is very good. You know why? Because the model and you are on the same page. Where do you want your car? That's why. The models and yourself, you're on the same page. I want my car here. And the model is doing the same thing. So you cannot feel you know, you don't fight with the steering wheel. Compared to if it's a bad model, the model will like, oh, I want it over here. Hugging to the left. And you're like, you know, I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So you'll be taking over. But you're fighting with the model. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's how good a model is. You know, compared to your drive, to your preference. Okay, that's why different models, different scenarios, different cars. Again, it's your miles may vary. It really depends on you and how you like it. That's it. I cannot say, you know what? Here's lemon pie is the best model for everybody. No, no. Some people are having trouble with the lemon pie. Some people don't like WD-40. Some people don't like North Dakota. Although North Dakota is the one in release, you know, models are miles may vary. It really depends on you, on your local route. It really depends on you. That's why here, um, I'm testing clairvoyant because with my setup, with my needs, it's so good. Okay, see, look at the driving view I got. You cannot beat that. Look at the driving view. You cannot beat that. Um, yeah. So that's the point. That's the point of my experiment. That's the point of my channel is to have a clear view of the road, follow local rules, okay, which here in California, it has to be dash mounted. It cannot, you know, there's a certain place in the window, in the windshield where you can put your device, certain size, but, you know, you can dash mount it anywhere as long as dash mounted. Okay, it's legal. Um, and people gonna say, oh, a lot of Uber drivers, they, you know, they have it on the thing, you know. Just because people do it doesn't mean it makes it safe. Okay, Just because people stick it to the windshield, against the the local law, doesn't mean it's safe, because it's a clearly you're gonna have a blind spot. That's why the law is created. Okay, that's why the law is created. You can have a blind spot because our car, Honda, Toyota, Corollas, we have a small footprint on the windshield. We only have enough to view the road, and you have this coma device stuck in the center. You know, so that's the point. That's the point of my channel, is to find ways where you can enjoy open pilot, okay, to its fullest, and at the same time, it doesn't bother you driving. Okay, it doesn't bother you. Doesn't bother your field of view. That's it. So that's the point of my channel. Um, yeah. So, and I think this one is my one of the best setup that I did. Okay, if you're following me, my device is all over the place. Okay, and this is one of the best setup that I did. It's too bad I don't know 3D printing. If I'm good at it, by now I have like by now I have a 3D setup here. You know, as if it's part of my dash. But I mean, I do what I can do, and if you want my setup, there's I have a playlist, a dash mount playlist. All the parts are there. How to do it, and just give you an idea how gives you an idea how to do it, and it's up to you. It's up to you. But anyway, here's okay the local street. It's gonna be my last leg. Um, it's nice weather, by the way. Nice, nice, nice weather here in the Bay Area. Okay, I'm gonna try to follow the truck. I think I let the ACC set just like 50 something or whatever. So it's gonna follow the truck. Again, I get plenty. Worst come to worst, my car is centered. That's it. Worst with my mechanically induced right bias. Worst come to worst, my car is centered. There's no such thing as a left bias. Okay, that's how I think about it. Okay, there's no such thing as a left bias. It's either centered. Um, Most of the time it's gonna be right bias, depending on the road, right bias or right hug. Okay, so and I like it. I like it. So whenever you're driving, look around, look at anchor cars, 3 second rule. From the lead car. The lead car. If you're too close to the lead car like this, okay, uh, the lead car has more clout on your positioning. Okay, from what I observe. So whatever the lead car does, you will follow what the lead car is doing. If you're too close, okay. So anything, it doesn't matter. You right bias it, no, it doesn't matter because the lead car has more clout on your positioning. Uh, that's what I noticed on models. Okay. Um, Here, so I try to spare, 3 second rule, and good thing it made a turn. So here, I'm gonna try the anchor car thing. Um, and by the way, this is one of the nicest neighborhood to test to. Nice, open, wide roads. But there's always a cop here, so I'm careful not to do speeding here. Um, and here's the merging. Shadows again, it performs beautifully. So I'm so happy. Okay. I'm so happy with the shadow performance. Um this segment, I usually get a torque limit if it's not a good model. But with clairvoyant and my setup and my lock steer ratio, everything, put together, no torque limit message. Here downhill using my engine as a engine brake. I'm getting a right hug, right bias since the road is wider. Now it becomes narrower. Now I'm gonna get a right hug. There you go. Okay. Before I was thinking, why sometimes it hugs and sometimes it doesn't hug. It's ping. Is it ping ponging? That's what I'm thinking. Is it ping ponging? And then I realized, you know what? It depends on the width. It depends on the road. Okay, I hold the steering wheel because there's a jogger. So anytime you feel not comfortable, if there's a pedestrian on the road, disabled vehicles or whatever, try to avoid them. If you cannot avoid them, hold the wheel at least. Okay, I usually get a low torque message here. Nothing, nothing. With the flow traffic, nothing, and I'm so happy. And with the shadows, very happy with this segment here. So happy. See here, worst come to worst is you can have a center driving. Can you imagine that? Worst come to worst with my right is you're gonna have a center driving. Because I hate for some reason I don't like off center left bias or too much left bias. I hate it. I even if I'm in the fast lane here with the curb and I'm too close to the left curb, I hate it. I don't feel comfortable. I really don't feel comfortable. So but anyway, guys, so I'm almost at the end of the video. Thank you for my new subscribers. My new subscribers, thank you very much. I'm glad that you're enjoying my videos. I'm not, because I'm churning up videos day after day. Because once I get into the habit of making videos, the dopamine, I get a kick out of it, especially if people are subscribing. Sometimes people are unsubscribing. It's a bummer, but hey, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But anyway, I hope I'm helping you guys how to understand Open Pilot, how to understand how the model works, okay, and be safe out there. Again, Open Pilot is a self-driving agent. It's a driver's assist. It makes your ADAS better. That's it. It just makes your ADAS better. Okay, and it's worth it. If you do a lot of commute, it's worth every penny. Okay, so just go to shop.comma.ai and you can get yourself a brand new C3X, and I'll post it at the end of the video. But anyway, again, this is Eisenheim. Thank you very, very much. May you have a happy new year. Be safe out there, and I hope you enjoy testing Open Pilot. Thank you.